Alright, so my idea is like the GoPro adverts. You've probably seen them like TV, YouTube. People attach GoPros to themselves and do like ridiculous things, jump out of planes on fire and stuff. It's this little thing. I'll pass around so you guys can have a look. Hands up who's actually used the GoPro though.
Me.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My maths is pretty shit. So there's like 9. Alright. So that's sort of my problem. My mood board was like big sort of like ideas, and it's great because it shows what the GoPro can do, but you can't help but feel like it's alienating some people. So I'll come back to this in a minute. So my sort of idea was like to film it doing like everyday things that everyone does, like sports, rugby, skating, climbing. Things that people can actually relate to, because like they do the whole motorcycle thing, but it's like trying to sell a TV by like waving it around on a massive stick outside your window at 3 in the morning. You can see the TV, but it doesn't really relate. So I need a more direct approach, and that's what I thought. So how do people, regular people like me, which is the sort of demographic I was going for, get interested in buying GoPros? So basically the thing is real uses. I've got like friends who do like rugby, ice skating, ice hockey, all that sort of thing, and you can film all that with a GoPro, and that's what I'm trying to get out. So how did I come to this conclusion? Basically, I had 2 ideas. One was like a skate hut advert for skaters, and the second was the GoPro one. And throughout my whole audience research, everyone sort of said that the GoPro one would be more successful. I had comments like, the POV is an interesting, well, great fucking technology. So yeah, more exciting, sort of more innovative. That's a word. I'll just make it up. So basically, yeah, that's the whole point. People want to see like slightly more excitement, and that's what I'm trying to get. So why am I here? Why should I do this? Why not someone else? So basically, as I said, I'm trying to relate to normal people doing normal things. So, like, the GoPro adverts are exciting, but it needs to, like, be sort of targeted to people who actually want to buy it rather than just, like, motorcyclists and all that. So, I've sort of trying to renovate the ideas. Mounting skateboards on different points, like here, that's just like a diagram, but I've got some footage of when I mounted on the bottom of this board when we go down hills. And it looks pretty cool. I've also been in contact with some people from the White Wolf Airfield opposite my house, and I may be able to get some footage from inside one of the aerobatics planes. It flies around and does loop loops and shit, so that would be pretty cool. Target research, focus groups. My focus group sort of concluded that my target age was 16 to 35, so sort of like young people who are still active. Gender-wise, it's slightly more orientated to males, but I think it's sort of like a both female and male thing. Like anyone who does sports, does sports. The socio-economic grouping was D to B, because it's sort of like a young people thing. Young people never have an enormous amount of money, but the GoPros aren't massively cheap, so I don't think anyone below sort of like D would have enough expendable income to actually buy one. So that's sort of my target audience. And also healthy, active people, because, well, that's what they're doing. If you look at the GoPro front page, this is just a screenshot from their YouTube channel. You can see all the videos with like lots of views are things like skiing, riding down dunes, blowing up a bridge, doing a high jump, climbing in Iceland. It's all like exciting stuff. Whereas things like just juggling soccer balls got like 90,000 views. So, is it an open market? Not exactly. We've got 2 main competitors in the blue corner. We've got the new Sony Action Cam. They've started bringing out adverts quite a lot like GoPros, but the advert that they have made is, yet again, there we go. Yeah, so they're sort of going about action thing, which is kind of the basis. Yeah, let's go for the intro. Oh. Is it going now? There we go. So yeah, it's sort of like fast paced to the beat. That's the thing I picked up from this. They cut to the beat, which is something I want to do on my GoPro commercial. To keep pace. Yeah, so it's sort of like appealing to the people who actually use the GoPros, the cyclists, the skateboarders, the fork catchers. I don't know what that guy was doing, but so basically, yeah, it's more of a fast-paced form of advertising than anything I've seen on GoPro's YouTube channel. The music works really well, the way it like cuts the beat, and the shots are sort of like well composed and quick. It's a little bit blurry some of the times, and the video is like a little bit short. It doesn't really let you know like what the product's about, why you should buy it over a GoPro or any other action camera. But yeah. So then in the red corner over here we have the TomTom Bandit Cam, which is another one. They've gone for a slightly sort of more informative approach. Basically, they've started like telling you with short videos. Oh, excellent again. What the actual camera can do. So, basically, if I could get the video to work, you'd see they do like tutorial videos of how you can do this with the camera, how to change the battery, how to mount it to your headlamp, just showing you like sort of informative stuff. It's more like something your dad would want to buy than you from the advertising, and I think that's what they're aiming at. So yeah, basically, as I said before, they make sales by like informing you rather than like exciting you, so it's a little bit boring, but the informative thing probably is a good idea. So, what can I learn from this? Well, I've got sort of adapt 5 in this market. So, it caters to people, the TomTom caters to people that, like, you know, want to know what they're getting, they want information, they want statistics, they want loads of 5-minute videos about how to mount it to your ankles and stuff. Whereas the Sony is more like excitement, short, straight to the point. So if I can sort of combine the two, so if I have like slow to start the video, like a little bit of voiceover of people talking about GoPros, how they use them, what they do, and why they're effective, and then it builds pace with music. So like with shots, they cut to the music and it gets faster and faster and faster, and then it ends. So it builds excitement and leaves you going, yeah, shut up, take my money. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So expenses is always the case. So personal requirements is travel expenses to and from Reading and Winnersh, which is going to be £13.60. There's a few trips from Maidenhead to Winnersh in the car, which is going to be £1 each way for petrol money. So it's going to be £4. We're going to have to make 4 round trips. From Winnersh to Virginia Waters on the train, it is £8.90 per person if you get caught. And so that's £35.60 in total. Food expenses, bring your own food. If worse comes to worse, I can buy 10 meal deals from Sainsbury's for £30 and try and deal with it, but they'll just go hungry. Accommodation, there's many a slope to sleep at, so I should be fine. But if all goes downhill, there's a hostel in Reading that's £23 a night. If I need somewhere to sleep that isn't like a ditch. Props, bikes, boards, etc. all owned by casting crew, so that shouldn't be a problem. GoPro bits and stuff was £8 from Amazon, and that's pretty much it for personal requirements. Casting crew is just a few friends, like people I've met. £15 an hour for most of the filming, so we've got Harry who plays rugby, so he's going to play rugby. I'll actually go over to him, get some footage of that. That's going to be £15 an hour, so it'll cost 15 quid. We got Joe, my mate, he's a climber. I'll need him for 4 hours, so it's going to be £60. We've got 2 of my other mates, Joe and Connor, they're both skaters, so they should be an hour each. That'll be 15, so 30 for the both of them. Conor McCarthy, my mate, does BMXing and stuff, so same 30. The real expensive thing comes from Graham Staples, who is a fight instructor I mentioned earlier about the airfield and how I've been like contacting them. He's who I've been contacting. We can probably arrange it for free, but for just in my budget, just in case, I put for half an hour of his time, I need £180. It's fucking pricey, but £225 altogether for casting crew. Equipment-wise, we'll probably need a GoPro, that's important. So every shot in the production will be shot with this GoPro, so that's all I really need camera-wise. So that's £274.99 for £1,000, and only the SD card to record on. So that is £298.84. With equipment, cars, personal requirements, and all that stuff, it comes to a total budget of £634.44. I've decided I will budget £700 just to cover any excess costs we might run into. Production schedule. So I've started filming already. This is arranging to meet with the people. Hopefully this weekend I should be meeting with him to actually talk in person and find out if we can get it done, like shooting from the planes. This is just going to be my week schedule, just sort of filming different stuff. Hopefully in the middle of the week I should be able to get some footage from Harry, from the rugby stuff. I'm going to be sort of experimenting with different shots on boards and everywhere just to show off all the GoPro's features like waterproofness, ruggedness, windproofness as well. So I'm going to sort of try and get to the Bracknell Lookout Centre at some point next week for the dirt jumps there on bikes and stuff, try and get some footage of that. I'm going to be scouting around Reading and Winnersh area, different areas for the safest places to climb. We're not going to get shouted at or things thrown at us and stuff. I'm going to try and just collect some other miscellaneous footage where I can, so kayaking, football, etc. Just doing different things, meeting different people. Yeah, and then the last 2 weeks I'm going to be doing on the climbing because that needs the most organisation, so that's what most of the time will take up, planning wise. Any questions? Good. That's nothing.